the weather towards the end of the week and the weekend, there will be variable amounts of cloud, and the tendency is the weather just to cool off a little bit. So, for example, in Manchester, 15 by Friday. That's the latest.
Tonight at 10, thousands of people line the streets as the Queen's coffin is taken from Balmoral to Edinburgh. This morning, the cortege left Balmoral Castle, where the Queen died on Thursday, for a journey of over 6 hours to Edinburgh. Silent onlookers gathered along the route to pay their respects, and some threw flowers in the path of the coffin. Cortege passed through key landmarks as people bid farewell to the country's longest reigning monarch.
It's just so sad, but privileged to be here and happy that we could say goodbye.
The accession of the new monarch, King Charles III, was proclaimed in towns and cities across the land, including in Edinburgh. And the scenes tonight in London as people continue to leave tributes outside Buckingham Palace, where the King held meetings with diplomats from the 14 countries that recognise him as head of state. And in other news this evening, Ukraine's military say their forces have tripled the amount of territory they've retaken from Russia in little over 48 hours. And mixed emotions in India as it holds an official day of mourning for the death of the Queen. Good evening. The coffin of Queen Elizabeth is being taken on its journey to her final resting place. It left Balmoral, where she died on Thursday, and arrived this afternoon in Edinburgh. Crowds gathered along the route as the cortege made the 175-mile journey to the Palace of Holyrood House, where the coffin will remain overnight. Meanwhile, proclamations formally announcing the accession of King Charles III have taken place in Cardiff, Edinburgh and Hillsborough Castle in County Down, as well as in towns and villages around the UK. The funeral cortege made the over 6-hour journey down the east coast of Scotland from Balmoral through villages that the Queen got to know well during her stays in Scotland. It went through Aberdeen, southwards to Dundee, went through Perth